This is part 4 of creating a 2D RPG turn-based game. In this tutorial we're going to cover zoning. Zoning is basically changing from one map to another. It comes in handy for stores, different levels, different cities, things like that, however you desire to make your game. For this tutorial I went ahead and assumed that you already knew how to use layered mapping. I mapped out a quick little house here. There we go, turn the fade off and you can see the house there. And we're going to use that and we're going to put an event in there basically that's going to zone them off to the other map. First though, before we do that, let's go ahead and add another map here. This is world here, so we're going to add in one, we're going to call it shop. And you're just going to want to give this a basic tile set to use as its primary. I'm going to go ahead and use the flooring as its primary. The transparency color as pink, so it basically won't be used in this situation. And give it a map name. For this we're going to go with shop 1. Board width, we're going to go by a standard 10 by 10, 32 tile size on that. Alright, and let's go ahead and create that. Alright, now we have our shop. And for tutorial purposes, I'm not going to do anything with this right now. I'll decorate it later, expand it if need be. But what you're going to need to do is you're going to want to know where you want to zone in at on this next map, is why we went with this step first. To do this, just simply place the mouse cursor over wherever you like to zone in. Let's say on that tile right there. And down in the bottom left hand corner you can see where it says tile 5, x equals 5, comma, y equals 7. That's what you're going to need to remember, the 5 and 7. That's your zoning location that you want to zone into. Alright, let's go back to the world here. And scroll down to our little house down here. Alright. And it's pretty easy to add an event. You're going to want to go into event mode. And this step is very important. You need to make sure that you're on the same layer as the player that you're adding the event if you want it to load. The player can change the layer they're on using one of these same events. That's another tutorial, of course, though. You can check the player's layer by going over to the map tree view thing here and clicking on player, and you can see he's on layer 4 there. So let's scroll back over to our house. Lost the house. Where'd it go? Okay, there it is. And to add an event, go into event mode. Go over to where you want to place the event, and do an alternate click, or a right click, and go to add event. There you have your basic event. Go ahead and select that event you just created. Let's call this zone shop, and I'm just going to pull the property right off here so it's a little easier to see. Going to need to just fill out a couple little things to get the zoning to work. Basically allow zoning, you want that to be true to enable the zone off. Here you're going to want to type the map's name in, which was shop 1.map. And type in the tile IDs that I made you to take note on, which I believe was 5-7 on that. Alright, now this ability, this is quite an important one. This is kind of depends how you want your world to react. If you click this false and you go through that door and you come back out with basically another zone that you would build for the out, doing it the opposite way. With it false, nothing's going to save that you had in this world. It's all going to come back. You see this in many different type RPGs. It's a way for them to kind of refresh the world, always have it full of monsters type thing. However, if you set this thing to true, when you go through that door, it's going to make a saved copy of basically everything you changed in that map. So the next time you come back, everything is affected the same way. The enemies that you killed are dead. The items you collected are collected. Anything else you may have done on there. For this example, I'm just going to leave it off for now. That's pretty much it to get the zoning to work. A few things you got to consider. This is going to zone as soon as the top of the player's head touches this, so you may want to tuck it up in for a little bit of effect. So we'll put it like up there, so it'll actually look like he walks through the doorway there. Alright, now we'll just go ahead and test this, make sure everything worked out right, make sure I'm instructing you guys right here. And with that saved him feature, that includes the companions if you pick up. So I set it as false, so those companions are going to come back. Literally, I believe I should be able to pick them up even more so I can keep adding more and more. Of course, the current battle interface has a limitation, which could be scripted to handle more. But anyways, let's go ahead and test this out. Head right down to our zone point here. Let's avoid the little sparks. Alright. This is an example of the save things I've collected. A couple items here, and we'll pick up this guy. Let's go ahead and befriend him. Alright, he's our friend. Now we'll zone into the shop. Voila, there you go. And that, my friends, is zoning. There will be a follow tutorial to this. I'm not too sure what it's going to be. I'll keep you guys posted. I hope to have it up. Usually I try to get tutorials posted by Sunday. Doesn't mean I won't post more through the week. I try to get as many as I possibly can done. Anyways, that is the tutorial. Cut.